Hello guys, Dexter here. I'm here for a video to in-depth build guide for the Frozen Vortex build with the AKM. I'm gonna show you everything with the gear, the weapon, the mods, and I'm gonna show you in my opinion why my build is pretty much very well optimized and what you can do more to optimize, because I think I'm pretty much to the end to get the final build, and I'm gonna show you everything. So basically we're gonna show the weapons. So the Abyss Glance is one of the weapons I would like always to try since the beta, and with the new gacha machine, the wish machine system, now you are able to buy for Starcrom, so it was more easy for me to try. So I was playing only like shrapnel build for the beta, and now I said why not try the Abyss Glance, because I think it should be really fun to play, and I go for it. So basically the Abyss Glance is hitting enemy 20 times trigger Force Vortex, weak spot hits count as 2 hits, and the closer to the center of the Force Vortex, the higher the Force Vortex damage, up to 200%, and the Force damage is 30% more important. I wanted to try the Abyss Glance because we get so many builds on internet or YouTube, etc. for the Icy Rain, and I think the Icy Rain is definitely not a bad weapon. It's super good, but I wanted to try something else, and I think the Icy Rain should be better like for PvP or something, and definitely the Abyss Glance is a really nice rampage for the PvE or etc. So basically for the weapons, what I'm using is, for the accessory, I'm using the hammer compositor, the compact reflex sight, and you got a magazine you need to think about as well, because you can't unequip it, so you have to play with it. So your maximum magazine capacity is 50, but you lose some reload speed, so I'm gonna show you how I balance a little bit to get better. So basically I'm using a calibration. It could be better, because so I got 2 elemental damage, it's perfect for me, but for the precision style I think I prefer to have the fire rate, and after the attack I think you can forget about it, and the range we don't care, and the attack we don't care as well. We need the fire rate, and I'm gonna explain you because I'm playing one mod, and if I'm reloading it's so much better. So I think if you want the best in slot for this, you're looking for 2 elemental damage for sure, and you're looking as well for the fire rate to shoot faster definitely, and you will be able to drop your magazine very fast and reload, and the build makes sense with that. So if you want to upgrade this, you should focus for the rapid fire rate definitely, and lose some little bit of attack, and we don't care. For the secondary weapon, I'm using currently the Wildfire, because I think the Bullseye could be great if you want to. It's not very important. You could use a DSMG next to it if you want, just to, I don't know, maybe PvP, or able to maybe have more Force Vortexes, but in my opinion it should be better just to play with the Abyss Glance, and just to combine with some like Bullseye effect to gain a little bit of weapon damage and deal more damage definitely, but it's not very important. As for my stats, currently I'm at 769 Psi intensity. I precise, like, I don't have any stars on my weapon or gear. I have literally nothing. I didn't upgrade nothing, but if you want to upgrade your psi intensity, you should go for the stars on the weapon, but I didn't do the wish machine for the moment to get the blueprint and enhanced everything. So for the moment it's basically I'm at 0. So for the stats, if I took my AK in hand, on the detail we can see, so I got 65 weapon damage bonus, but we don't pretty much care. I'm almost at 100% of status, and thrust 125. So this is basically the stat you're looking for the build. You're looking for thrust for sure, you're looking for stature, and definitely like the elemental. So it's what is gonna make the build shine, definitely. So let's get into it and see for the mod, because it's very important. If you get some legendary mod, definitely it's gonna help you to increase your damage with the build, but you need to know that every percentage you can get, like for status or elemental damage, is gonna definitely be insane with the damage. It's gonna scale very, very hard. So for the weapon, I went for Vortex multiplier, the talent. So max number of force vortexes is +1, and the force vortex damage +10%. I tried many different mod, and in my opinion it's the best. You could use definitely Cryoblast, which is definitely great as well, but I didn't find a good substat, you know. So, and I found this one with Element, with reload speed, which I'm gonna talk later, but it's great for the AK, because with the magazine you reload a little bit slower than usual, and you can see I got status damage. So basically for every mod you're looking for element for sure, you're looking for status as well, because it's gonna increase your damage a lot, and for the other stat you're looking for damage against normal enemies, because it's gonna help you a lot to get a lot of damage on the small mob, and the small mob are very tanky if you do like some silo and pro mod. And you're looking for the last stat, like some reload speed or even some weapon damage, but you're definitely looking for a last stat, you know. Reload speed is good, to be honest. It's not bad. It could be better, but it's not bad. So yeah, Vortex multiplier, and if you don't have, you can definitely play Cryoblast, which is, in my opinion, great. The both are great. The both mods are great, but I really prefer this one. For the Desert Eagle, I use Vulnerability Amplifier. The mod is not great, but you just need to apply Bullseye to get the vulnerability +8%. It's gonna increase your damage a little bit, maybe a little bit but more, but I think it's the best mod you can use for the Frost Vortex build in this case. Yeah, there is not much better, but after you don't care about the substat, because you're just gonna shoot like head bullets, you're gonna reload, you're gonna apply the bullseye and the vulnerability, and that's why Cryoblast is not too bad, because you got +8 with that, you got the bullseye's effect, and after if you play Cryoblast, you had 4% more. So that's why Cryoblast is not definitely not bad decision to take. As for the mask, the helmet, I'm using Deviation Expert with the range -25, the fire rate +10, and the status damage +20. And so for the substat, as I said, I got good rolls with the status and the element, but the damage against elite enemies is not great, and we're not gonna talk about the head damage reduction. But yeah, if you want, again, better stats, you're looking for like reload speed or even damage against normal enemies, it's perfect. For the mask, I'm using Lingering Frost, so the longer the duration of Frost Vortex, the higher its finite damage, up to 60%. Again, I got some element. So this mod is really, really hard to get. I know they did an update like a few days ago, but this mod is really, really hard to get. I think you can get it in the Silo EX1. But yeah, this is the best I get so far. So, and I use almost off my controllers. So yeah, I'm not gonna, it's really hard to get. As for the top, there is no big option. If you want to upgrade your damage, you need to go for Flame Resonance with the status damage plus just 12%, and I was pretty lucky to get elements as well on it, and the max HP well. But for the chest there is no, all the mods are pretty much bad for the chest, so it's not gonna upgrade your damage, except if you got a very big substat roll like this one, you got elements, you got magazine capacity, damage against normal enemies, but I think it's definitely better since I go for this on the blue mod. So for the pants, I think I'm the only one to use that. What I saw, it's when the magazine is empty, you win status damage plus 10% for 12 seconds, and this effect can stack up to 3 stack. So I tried so many mods for the pants. I know there is another one what I don't have. It's the thing when you hit some weak spot damage, you gain some elemental on the next load. I don't know. I think this one is pretty good. Combined to the fire rate of the AK, as I said. Like, if I got the calibration on this one with the more fire rate, I can unload my magazine very fast, so I will be able to reload often. So basically, for the pants, you can get at least 20% for 12 seconds, because you're gonna unload 2 magazines. So at least for 12 seconds you get 20%. And I know with the other weak spot damage, the other mod, you get less. So in my opinion, it's the best you can take with the fire rate of the AK. For the moment it's not very effective because I don't have the calibration on the AK. So, but as soon I will get the good calibration mod with 2 elemental and the fire rate, I think it's gonna be more insane because I'm gonna be able to reload much faster. Yeah, so in my opinion, this is the best option to optimize the damage, definitely. And again, I got some elements and status damage, and I was lucky to have like normal enemies as well. For the gloves, there is basically 1 or 2 options. You got the elemental overload for the gloves, which increase your element damage by 18%. Again, with element and status. You can definitely go for the status enhancements. I tried both of them, and to be honest, I prefer to use elements. The status didn't upgrade my damage. I think it's downgraded a little bit. I tried the both, and I really prefer the elemental overload instead. But you can use this in waiting or to have this one or etc. But the both are really good. You're looking for good stats, substat, sorry. And for the last, the best mod for the shoes for every build you make, it's covered advance for sure. I don't think there is a better mod for this, because you don't want to use Ruthless Reaper because you want to unload your magazine. So definitely it's cover advance for every build you're gonna make. This is the best mod, definitely. If you don't take any damage for 4 seconds, you get plus 20 weapon and status, so it's insane. For every build it's pretty much insane. So what you're looking for this one is, again, a good roll on element or status, and you're looking for, I don't know, reload speed or damage against normal enemies. So that's it for the mode. So for the Deviant, there is only one option. It's the Polar Jelly. It's what's making the build shine. Like literally, you can multiply your damage by 6, I think, at least. You can clearly see the difference when you have the Polar Jelly on and when it's not. So I was pretty lucky. A friend of me dropped this Polar Jelly with 5 skill rating and activity 4. It's a little bit shame he got lost of deviation power. So the problem is at 95, the duration is a little bit less longer than expected. So what you're looking for is a high skill rating, high activity, and if you get a deviation tray with max deviant power, it's just insane. Because the more Polar Jelly is longer, more damage you will have. So basically the Polar Jelly, you can throw it, you know, like this, and after it's just gonna do the job for you, you know, and after you're just gonna shoot, and it's gonna upgrade your damage, as I said, by 6, you know, multiply by 6. So continuously deal first status damage surrounding enemy and force them to move towards you. Increase first damage received by surrounding target by 36%. If frost vortexes are formed inside the radius, create additional ice spikes. So this is just crazy. It's what makes the build shine. Like, you got a ton of damage with that. So this is the only option to get, I think, is the Polar Jelly. For the PvE server, I think you can get this Polar Jelly over in the silo. Where is the silo? Over here. I think it's this one. At the end, you can get the Polar Jelly, and you can get it by lucky. I don't know if it's a bug, but I had the Polar Jelly on this silo on PvP server, so I don't know if you know anything about this, but I think it might be a bug, but I was able to drop the Polar Jelly in this one on PvP server. And if you are like me on PvP server, you just need to do the cargo, you know. So you just do the cargo with the jelly, and you're gonna drop some for sure. So you just need to farm a little bit to get the best Polar Jelly you can have. So as for the gear, there is only a very several option, to be honest, but there is only one option in Legendary. You need to use the Shelterer set, which says so you got, with 2 pieces you get element damage, so that's what we're looking for. Each weapon hits grants 1 stack of deviant energy, and every stack of deviant energy with 1% elemental damage, and this effect can stack up to 20 times. So basically with 3 pieces you can win some 20%, and if you get 4 pieces it will be 30% and additional stack when hitting a weak spot. So it combined very well with the Abyss Glance, because if you hit weak spot with the Abyss Glance, you definitely proc more for frost vortexes, so, and you get max stack very fast. I saw people using like only 3 pieces and 2 pieces of agent as well. I remember the heavy duty, sorry. So they use the tactical vest because it's very important to have the legendary buff, but 3 pieces and 2 pieces of heavy duty is not great, because yes, you will want some 8% with 2 pieces, but if you read very well with the Shelterer, if you get 4 pieces, it increases the max stack by 10, so you win basically 10%. So with this, it's little optimization, but with the heavy duty, you lose basically 2% of element damage. So I think it's definitely better to go with the 4 pieces of this one, just to optimize, you know. For the vest, there is 2 options. It's up to you guys, but I tried this one, the Walker shirt, because the unique is force Vortex collapse in the center and keep pulling in 120% of enemies. This is what I didn't want to expect, because I was using the Frost Tactical Vest, which is just insane with the build, but I'm losing some damage definitely since I'm using that. But I want so much crowd control and etc. because I do a lot of solo lab, or we can do as well some silo in pro mode, and this one is just perfect for crowd control, and it's very funny to see like the mob converge in the center and just die without nothing. Basically you just need to shoot and just wait, and they're gonna die alone, you know, because you get so much damage. So you just put 20 bullets and the Frost Vortexes are popping, and you just let the Frost Vortex finish the job. So, but you can definitely use this one to get more damage. This is 2 very good options. Just remind, this is for damage. You're gonna do more damage with that for sure, and this one is more for the crowd control and funny, definitely. But you definitely lose some damage with that. The both are very good option. Don't use the other one. It's completely useless. This is not an option. You can forget about it. It's this one. When the Frost Vortex and the first damage equal. This is not definitely a good option. So otherwise, this one definitely, or this one. This is the only 2 options you get to make the build shine. And for the last, I'm using Renegade Hood just for the reload speed, because as I said, with the AK, you have an extended rifle magazine and you definitely lose some reload speed. So I think it's not bad. Well, I don't want it to go for the magazine capacity, because as I said, I want to finish my magazine as fast as I can. So this is why we need the fire rate mod. And if you get more bullets, you're gonna proc less often with that. So I think this is the best option to reload faster and enjoy this more often. I want to see, because I don't think there is a lot of people who buy this, but you see, you're just gonna shoot 20 times and the people are just coming in center. You see, they keep pulling inside. So you just wait them to die inside, and that's it. Look, it's very good for crowd control, you know, when there is a ton of enemy, like the lab or like everything else. So basically, just wait and they die. That's it. So there is no big deal. They need to spam shoot, you know. And they're just dying. That's it. This is so funny when the group of enemies are coming inside and they can't move, they can't do anything, so we prepare for the polar jelly. There we go. We're hitting the weak spot as much as we can. We can. See, As I said, if you want more damage, you can use this, but like you got so much damage that you really don't need it, to be honest. It's good if you want to maximize your damage and you want to go crazy for the damage, but it's not something you need, to be honest. So the secondary weapon is just up to you. You can play pretty much whatever you want, but if you want the best to optimize your damage, I think it's the Desert Eagle for sure. So for the Cradle, there is no big deal, you know. I'm using currently automatic weapon. I'm using the Deviation Master. I'm using the Rapid Head, the Sprint. I'm using status enhancements, tactical combo for sure, sustain suppression, and I'm using Bounty Hunter. There is not much option since, like, for pretty much every build you get at least 2 things. For like Shrapnel you got Bullet Hunt and Deadly Combo. For Burn you got 2 stuff as well. For Power Surge you get 2 stuff as well, but for the first Vortex you got only 1 option. It's this one to upgrade your damage, so basically you definitely need that. And after I'm using currently Bounty Hunter to try it out, but it's no very important. You can definitely go for something else like this one, for example, when you receive less damage from humans. So it's a good option instead of this as well if you do PvP, I think. So I think I didn't forget anything. Again, if you want me to resume, you need the 4 pieces definitely of the Shelterer. You need a good calibration for the AK, and you definitely need some good rolls on the mod, you know, on the substat, because it's what is gonna help you a lot for upgrade your damage. Definitely is this the line of element and status, and again damage against normal enemies. So if you want the list of the mod and you're looking for it, I'm gonna put you a YouTuber in the description who made a very Google shit about all the mod and the location, so about Dumeris. So I'm gonna shout out to him, and I'm gonna put it in the description if you want to check it out, because I think it's the best thing you can go for. So yeah, definitely Destroyer in PvE mode and less effective in PvP. It's not bad, you know, at all, but it's not great. Definitely you're gonna struggle against the other player if they play unstable bomber or etc. But if you want to enjoy, it's definitely a very, very fun build to play. So much damage, so much support, so much crowd control. You can do pretty much everything, and the damage is completely insane, but just because of the Deviant. If you don't have the Deviant, the damage are pretty decent, but with the Deviant it's just going crazy. It's completely insane. So you're looking for this definitely to upgrade your damage. So thanks for watching the videos, guys. If I'm missing something, I'm sorry. Feel free to comment in the description, and I will answer you as fast as I can. Cheers.